Have you ever wondered if the Waldorf method might be a good fit for your homeschool? Today, I want to share what the Waldorf method is and why you should consider it when you're homeschooling your students. So the Waldorf method was created in the early 1900s by Rudolf Steiner. And Waldorf homeschooling focuses on a holistic education, which means you're educating your child's mind, body, and spirit all together. Waldorf homeschoolers don't focus on each subject individually, but focus on real life activities that teach multiple subjects at once. These families often do not use textbooks or screens at all during school time. And families usually don't give tests or assign grades. Instead, kids focus on learning through hands-on activities and through finding their place in the world. So Waldorf education is really practical, and a lot of homeschool families really like it for that reason. There's a few reasons why you should definitely consider Waldorf for your family. The first is that it can be really good for younger kids who learn best through hands-on activities. So if you have a child who is a kinesthetic learner who learns best by doing, then Waldorf can be a really great fit for those kids because that's exactly what they're doing. They're doing real life activities and learning through doing. Waldorf also really helps kids make connections between multiple subjects, which is cool because that's how things are when kids grow up. In school, we create these artificial divisions between math and science and language arts, and we split them all up into different subjects and teach them independently. But using the Waldorf method, kids are learning all of those different subjects together at the same time. And that really helps them to be able to see the connections between each subject. Waldorf also gives kids lots of time to spend outside and being creative. And there has been lots of research that shows that spending time outside and having free time to be able to create and play and explore is really important for kids in childhood with their development. And so Waldorf definitely allows them to do those things. There are a few reasons why Waldorf might not be a good fit for your family. The first is that this method gives really limited guidance for older kids. Again, this is a method that was created to be used primarily with younger children. And so if your kids are older, it's going to be hard to find much guidance at all about how to use the Waldorf method for them. Waldorf is also a less well-known method, which means that there are fewer resources available for homeschool families who are looking to get started with Waldorf, and there's a little bit less community support. That doesn't mean it's not possible to find support. That just means that it will be a little bit more difficult to do than if you're choosing one of the more mainstream methods. Waldorf also gives very limited education in technology because kids aren't using computers or screens during their lesson time. And so in our current culture where screens are such an important part of life, kids might fall behind in technology and in their understanding of using technology if they're not exposed to it at all during their school time. And so that's something that you might want to consider adding if you're using a Waldorf method in your homeschool. Also, the Waldorf method curriculum is not specifically religious, like it doesn't make a stand on religion. But Steiner, who is the one who created the curriculum, believed in anthroposophy, which is a very anti-Christian belief. So it's important to consider those things and to just consider the beliefs of the people who made your curriculum, because sometimes those things can come in different ways, even though they're not supposed to be. So hopefully this was helpful in giving you some things to think about Waldorf homeschooling. Please share your thoughts and takeaways in the comments.